What often does she do in the morning? She sits on the chair and takes care of her moon card. Where does she sit with her cue card? She sits with her cue card in front of the door. Who is the man comes in her house at the morning? The man is postman. What does he do in her house? He comes in her house and gives the newspaper for her. How is the postman? He is polite and friendly. What do? They talk about daily news and she says goodbye to him. What does she hold? She holds the newspaper. What does she do? She reads the newspaper. Does she look at her card? No, she doesn't look at her cards, but she looks at the newspaper. What does she find something in the newspaper? Maybe she finds the law information. Where is she? She is in the bedroom. What does she do after reading the newspaper? She listens to CNN channel. Does she stand behind the radio? No, she doesn't stand behind the radio, but she sits on the sofa and opposite to the radio. What time does she listen to radio? She often listens to radio at 8 a.m. How often does she listen to radio? She listens to radio in every morning. Does her hand put on the pillow? Yes, her hand puts on the pillow. Where is she? She's in the supermarket. What does she do? She shops and buys something. She shops and buys something. How often does she shop? Seldom. Why does she shop seldom? Because she is alone. How much does the cake that she buys cost? The cost of cake is 50 USD. What does she do to ship her goods? What does she do? What does she do to ship her goods? She puts the trolley out to arrange goods on it. What does she do? She calls her friends and invites them come in her house. When does she show the cakes, candies, and fruits? She shows them at 10 a.m. Where does she show them? Where does she show them? She showed them on the desk. It's put in on the table. What do? They talk about their life and children and everything. Where does she sit? She sit. She sits on the. She sits on the sofa and next to her friends. Does she have children? Yes, she does. Who are they? They are her daughter and her son-in-law. Where do they live? Where do they live? They live in other house. What do they do? Her daughter clears the jar, and her son-in-law holds the top to put the cheese in the jar. How are they? They are young and beautiful, and they look happy. Where are they? They are in living room. What do they do? What do they do in the living room? They read long newspaper in the living room. Where do they sit? They sit on the sofa and opposite to each other. What do they talk about? What do they talk about? They talk about content in newspaper and discuss about it. Where are they? They are in the bedroom. What do? They listen to radio. What do they listen to? They listen to advertise program and have discount on products. Do they stand opposite to each other and in front of the radio? Yes, they do. What do? They stop or to listen to discuss program. They stop or to listen to discount program. Where do they shop? They shop in clothing store. They shop in fashion store. Where do they walk? They walk in the roads. How are they? They look tired because spring bath, but they are happy. Is the car next to them? Yes, it is. What do? They call their friends and invite them come in their house. When do their friends come in? They come in their house at 12 a.m. What do? They talk about their life, work, and everything. Are they happy in work and home? Yes, they are. What does she do? She feels her children and called them. What does she do? She called her children. Why does she call her children? Because she missed them. They don't visit her a long time. What is their intentions? Their intentions is visit their mother. Is she happy? Yes, she is happy. Where does she stand? She stands in front of the window and on the floor to call their children. What's happening? Her children visit her and she happy. Where are they? They are in living room. What do their children do? They buy something for their mother and take care of her. Where do they sit? They sit on the sofa and next to the light. What do her son-in-law do? He raises his hands and itches something for his mom. What does they do? They go out their mother's house and prepare to go their house. What does she do? She stands next to the window and looks at her children through glass. Do they say goodbye? Yes, say goodbye with mom and go cut the cake. Her son-in-law raised his hand to say goodbye their mom. How is she feel? She is so sad and will miss them.